So let us talk about the tools used in Enochian magic in the more modern version. I will start with the wand. And this has no particular elemental or astrological correspondences. And so it's free of markings. It's different to the elemental weapons that we'll look into in the next videos. The wand is a universal instrument and can be used within the context of any magical current or tradition. When charging and consecrating your other magical weapons, this is the instrument you will use to help you to direct the energy and divine light into them. And some of the most common woods used for this are ash, cane, elder, hazel, oak, and willow. And they are good choices for the tool. And some create wands with a magnetized wire or copper running through it. I have copper wire surrounding my wand. And then of course you can put in, some put a quartz crystal or something light in the front and something dark like obsidian or in the back. You can do that how you want. Then we go into the sword and dagger. And this is a weapon that can be used to enforce one's will when dealing with evil or malevolent entities, making it an instrument of authority. And the sword is the same nature as the dagger used in the leisure banishing ritual of the pentagram. And it helps the magician to banish unwanted influences with their divine authority. So you can say that the magic sword is a bigger thing than the dagger. And they are very similar. I don't have a sword, I have a dagger. And I have the consecrated goetic dagger, and then I have a regular dagger. So whatever you choose, and I don't even use them, I use the angels instead. So, and then we have the robe, if it's important. And if you're making a big white robe, you need a large piece of cloth that is as wide as your height minus 1 foot, and twice as long as your height minus 1.5 feet. And then you just cut it, and if you can sew it simply. Then we have the ring. And this is something that helps really to focus on your focus. I have magical rings, and I made them all myself. I think that hoop earrings of gold are the easiest to work with, since they are empty on the inside. So when I hammer and weld them, that's a soft, easy material to use, since it's thin. So, but you can use whatever you like, whether it's some make steel, some make silver, and whatever it is. And whatever ring you choose, start wearing it when you have your robe or your whatever you are choosing to use in your rituals. And when you put it on, make sure that you feel different when you put it on. So I feel different when I put my ring on. And the altar is easy to make. You just can make it out of cardboard boxes or something that is cube-like, or however you want. And I'm tall, so I want them higher than those cheap IKEA altars that are popular. I'm 172 centimeters, and I want it to be my hip level. So I always build my own. Or you can stack the altar upon books or something. And then to the magical circle, you might need some chalk or something. Then the lamp. The lamp is usually a oil lamp, and I have one that is made of copper and with hand-blown glass that is beautiful. But Prince knocked the glass, so I can't lit it right now. It doesn't give me enough light without the glass. So that is one thing, and then the censer, and it's just an incense burner or a bowl filled with sand. And I always use self-lighting charcoal since I create my own incenses. And then we have the triangle of heart, and here I have I now use that tray from the Maggots, the golden plate that I've been showing everywhere, since I drew the triangle of heart within that. So everything, the circle is the golden tray, and the triangle of heart is within the 7 names of the archangels within, and that's my preference. But before I did that, I had a triangle of heart and make it out of wood or something that don't break. Don't use cardboard or paper. If you're dealing with a demon, then you need to push it outside of your circle. If you are going to bind a demon that is haunting a place or causing havoc in a place and bind it to an object and then remove it, you need to push that outside of the circle of protection with a sword or your dagger. Don't step outside, since he knows he's going to bind it. So you cut those, I use 30 centimeters each on each side. I think that is a good size. And on the edges of the triangle should be the divine names Primaton, Tetragrammaton, and Anaphexaton. And that is one of the ways. So, and then you can have a crystal that you can scry in. And then we have the magic mirror, and my favorite I just buy a beautiful frame with good glass. You can use plastic, it's great for camping. But the glass, and then I spray paint it black on the back side of the glass, that so that it won't be, so the glass will be in front of the black, let's say it that way. And you can use matte if you are distracted by your face, since your face will change once you scry into it, and your face can look horrific sometimes, or your ancestors, you might look like your father, that happens to me, and so on. So it might be scary in the beginning. In that case, you can use matte. But when I went out camping, I had this plastic frame, and then I put a thin cloth, black cloth or fabric within the glass plastic frame. It fitted right in that thin, and then I wrapped black cloth around it to keep it in my backpack. So that is one way. And choose the size you need to see well. And that is all I have to say about these modern magical tools. And I love you all, and bye for now.